whole kit was designed around this ribbon. I mean, I feel like we all have this, like, it should be concerning. We all have an issue with ribbon that we love it too much. Hey Connie, how are you? So I saw this ribbon and was like totally enamored, and from there I designed the kit around that. So I'm very excited to see it in person. All right, so this is gonna be a spring wreath kit. And I think it would be like a great Mother's Day gift. I'm starting to like get into the, you know, like what's coming up next. And I feel like, I don't know, my mom loves blue florals. So blue and yellow, I think, is just like such a classic combination. So for this, we are going to start off with the beauty of live. Okay, so we're starting off with a beautiful 18-inch grapevine. And can I just tell you that I rounded up 30 stinker wreaths from Michael's and sent them back this week. So if you are somebody that gets them from them and they're poor quality, send them back. It's just not, it's so inconsistent. So this is a beautiful grapevine. It actually looks so big to me compared to what I've been getting when I do get them from Michael's. So we have our grapevine base. All right. Hey, Jerry. I'm excited too. I am. And I'm like, sorry I'm late. I had a customer who got like a monogrammed wreath, and she wanted the letter one color, and then it was dark, and then she wanted a different one. And so she was so excited that I got excited. So I really wanted to get it out before UPS came, which they like just came. So that's why I'm a little late. So don't be mad at me. I just happen to love my customers that much. Had to hustle. All right, so piece of paper. All right, so we're starting off with our 18-inch grapevine. And these are, let me see. These are super pretty. Is this the same as this? No, they're different. They're very similar, but they're different. All right, so look at the quality of this. I mean, guys, do you remember, like, we asked TMI Gifts to, like, give us florals and greenery, and, like, they are just coming out with it left and right. And if you wanted to catch kind of, like, some random, you know, like, groupings of things, they have on Fridays a live, and it's, like, a really, really good deal. And so they take, like, several different greenery, maybe, like, as an example, and they sell it off as a bunch. So it's an auction. I have, like, peeked on it before. Unfortunately, I go at 2 on Fridays usually, so I kind of miss it, but it's some really cool stuff. So in addition to what you find on their website, you can also go for those, like, fun auctions. Okay, so let us see. This is a white lilac spray, which that tracks. Oh, it actually says it right there. Okay, so lilacs, I don't know about you, but when I was growing up, our house was separated from our neighbors, and it was all lilacs, and it smelled so, so good. And so on this, it looks real. The greenery is on point. Like, this is beautiful. You could honestly take this and just put it in a vase. This is similar, but not the same. And let me see. Okay. I really should learn to look at things in advance, but then it wouldn't be live. So, okay, this is baby's breath. Oh my gosh, this is so much nicer than real baby's breath. All right, so this is gypsum or baby's breath. This is stunning. Like, this exceeds my expectations. You know, you never know when you're like looking at things online. This is gorgeous. Very, very lifelike. I love the coloring. This is a perfect filler if you're doing like a floral arrangement as well as a wreath. And then we have some boxwood, which I haven't used this one before. So I'm excited about this because this is one of those like greeneries that you can really like get like the bang for your buck, because you can cut this in at least 3 different places. All right, and I feel like the pricing on it was pretty good. So for the boxwood, I know it's like right in front of my face, driving me nuts. Why can't I find it? Oh, I'm sorry. These are only $3 each. $3. And then you use promo code CARA20, you save 20%. And I'm going to do the math on this one because it's easy. It's going to be $2.40. Can you get that something like this for $2.40 in like a local store? Like, you cannot. I say that with confidence. All right, next we have this bush of, it's like mini blue florals. So this is going to be a really pretty filler. Whenever like I'm coming up with a kit, I like to think of like, you don't want to run short. You want to have enough that it makes a nice full kit, because that's the whole purpose, is like you don't want to have to shop and buy too much or too little. So with these kits, I really do think about like how much a wreath is going to need, so that you just have to buy the kit and nothing else. So this little mini flower bush, it's $5.95 before the promo code. Okay, and then it's in yellow because our ribbon is blue and yellow. This reminds me of forsythia too. This is really pretty. Okay, so we've got a lot of fillers so far. Then we're moving on to our larger blooms. So you know how when we're doing a pattern, I like to start with like the larger blooms and then we fill around it. So this rose spray, it has so much in it, okay? So it's got a little hydrangea, it's got some of this, they're not exactly berries, well actually these are berries, but it's got so much movement to it with this little bud. So this is something that you would just spread out, and like you get so much. There's even fern in the back. It's like a little wispy thing. So we have 2 of these. So it'll probably be, you know, one of the deals where we're going up and down on either side of the bow. But yes, that, 2 of those. And then we have 2 of them in blue. So they also have something very similar to this, but it's patriotic. So you could just use this anyways if you were doing something patriotic. But I love how the roses have like this soft white in the center. And then we have, again, our little accents. We've got our hydrangea, we've got our fern, we've got some leaves. So like this is the vibe here. This is the coloring we're going with. Then we all know beaded grass is like all the rage. It is selling left and right. People are buying the all beaded grass wreaths. So I wanted to check this out, and it is a pusher. Okay, but look at this. So we're gonna get 2 of these in the kit. So what I'm thinking is, you know, giving it like that airy, you know, airy feel around the edges. Give it a little height, give it some length, you know. So these beaded grass they're only $5.95 before the code. So I can't do the math on that one. Don't make me. So okay, so we have a total of, I think it's 4 greenery bush in total. Okay, then we have our other blue rose. And then, of course, the star of our show. Look at this ribbon. Like, when you geek out about things like ribbon, you know you're passionate about what you do. I saw this and I was just like, stopped right in my tracks. I actually emailed Tiffany from TMI Gifts like almost right away because I was like, ooh, I really want to make a kit with this and I don't want it to sell out first. So this is called, I believe it's called Fused Ribbon. Okay, so we've got like this beautiful cobalt blue, and then we have a white trellis with the golden roses. Okay, so I'm obsessed with this. I'm actually gonna have to order more of that. But if you're just kind of looking for what the color combo is gonna be here, we are pulling in all of the colors from the ribbon. Okay, we've got our yellows, our blues, we have our darker shades of blue. All right. Like, what do you guys think? Do you think this is gonna look nice together? Because I'm super excited. I don't know what I'm gonna do exactly with the bow because I don't know if I wanna make a huge bow. I don't know, but let me know what you guys think of this kit. Okay, and I can also put in the comments section or the description all the SKU numbers for these. And I am like really strongly recommending, I mean, I love everything here, but the beaded grass, that's a very, very good price. And you know, it's hard to come by sometimes. It's like a lot of people are making the beaded grass wreaths. So, you know, supplies can vary at different places. These boxwood, again, $2.40 each. That's a supreme deal. That's a lot of plant, a lot of greenery for your buck. And then this gypsum, I love. I'm gonna be ordering more of this. I've been really into floral arranging lately. You've probably heard me talk, like I'm really excited to be doing this master class with this very popular florist in Andover from Le Fleur. And oh, it's actually 2 stems of each. Okay, and 2 stems of lilac and 2 stems of this. Hi, Lori. I think it is going to be gorgeous. Jerry, I'm glad you like it too. I think it's going to come together so beautifully, and you're definitely going to have a good amount of ribbon left over too, so you can use that, you know, for any other type of design. I mean, it would look beautiful on something that's like just all white, you know, like it's going to just be the star of the show. So I hope you guys like it. And what we'll do is probably like in a week or two, we'll do it live at night. And it's just to give people a chance to order the kit. So if you do order the kit, use promo code CARA20. I mean, what I love about TMI Gifts is you get wholesale pricing, and like this is professional grade quality, you know, without having, you don't have to have like your employer, what is it, your EIN, like you don't have to be able to buy in wholesale. You know what I mean. I'm like totally stumbling over my words. What is roller coastering a ribbon? I love that you guys are always smarter than me. What is it? Either you can explain it or I can Google it, but I'm highly intrigued by this, Lori, because you're throwing out terms that tell me that you are like a bow master of sorts. All right, so this is the kit. And this is our beautiful ribbon. I'm glad you love the colors. Ribbon, trail down the wreath. Okay, I love that. I love that. I'm gonna look for, I'm gonna Google it too, but I love that idea because I do think that is like going to be a head turner. If that's on someone's front door, you know, I mean, like the greenery wreaths, like I love them, and I think that they're great for like the transitional time. But when it comes to like spring and summer, like I want to see the color. Like give me the heat. Give me like the bright, bold pops of color, because that's what I want to see. That's where like my mood is, and I want that on my door. And I'm guilty because right now on my door is a greenery wreath. So, you know, we sometimes just take care of ourselves last. So yes, that kit is up on their site, and then it can be attached to a smaller bow. Lori with the ideas, I'm loving it. Yeah, Jerry, I love cobalt blue. I love it, and I just think it really pops. And I've actually done pretty well selling wreaths in general that have like blue hydrangea with gold ranunculus. So that's like another way you could go too. Or just selling the bows. There is a great profit margin in just selling the bows, and so many of you are so talented with your bow making skills. Like, I mean, picture like layering this, and I'm saying picture this because you can probably picture this, and I'm not good at it. Um, but like having this and just building off of it. Somebody do that. I want to see a photo. I want like a 4-inch ribbon behind it, and then like one of the smaller ribbons ahead of it. I think it'll be awesome. All right, so now that we've done our unboxing, I wanted to work on my bunny. Okay, so my mom has one of my business credit cards, and I monitor her very carefully. But the beauty of that is, and Riley does too, is when they see something that like I would definitely love, then they grab it for me. Okay, so gotta give props to Kiki because she saw this at HomeSense and scooped it up. Okay, so right now, yeah, the bunny's cute. This is all basic stuff though, okay? This is what we see when we're dealing with like manufactured stuff. Like somebody put 3 eggs, a little flour, and 1 piece of lamb's ear. So we're gonna strip her down, respectfully, of course. Yeah, like, look at this. Ugh, terrible. I'm gonna go grab a foam block because this is just obscene. I am so anti-manufactured stuff. It is a thing. It is a thing. Okay. 2 seconds for me to grab a piece of foam. I wasn't expecting it to be that cheap underneath, but I guess I should have known. Shame on you, HomeSense. And for today, we're strictly just using our glue gun. I make a big mess with like the glue hairs when I'm using the glue pot, and I don't want to get anything on my bunny because this moss, even though it's like, it's a solid piece, but like you can lose some moss. And if you should be working on something like this and you do take some of the moss off, I always take some from underneath because it's probably not going to get noticed. And you could even put a sticker over it. Like I would just put like a little Enchanted Vine sticker if I had to borrow from them. Hello, TMI Gifts. How are you? I just showed everybody the kit, and we are obsessing over the ribbon. Lori's got all sorts of ideas on here. We're talking roller coastering and trailing tails. A lot of stuff went down. But thank you so much for joining. All right, so we are going to fix this bunny up and make her something special. Okay, so the first thing that I'm gonna do is not have foam on my chest. Okay, we're just gonna fit a piece of our floral wire. So if you guys don't have one of these, it's great for cutting foam, duh. It's also great for scraping glue off because I get glue on my floor all the time and I get it on my workbench. So Bruno also likes to help try and get the glue like drops off the floor. However, I don't think that's dog friendly. So I like to just go through and like scrape it all up. It works so well. The tool for everything. All right, so this isn't gonna be exact. It's gonna be enough of a fit, and then I'm just gonna squish it down. Hey, Verlene, how are you, my friend? I love seeing my friends' names pop up when I'm on here. Okay, I'm gonna put a bunch of glue down here. Now, this thing is, I don't know exactly what it's made of, but it's definitely like some type of ceramic inside. So if you are going to sell and ship this, I would use a lot of packing material just to make sure that it arrives safe. Okay. I'm super excited. So Lori says TMI could show us the, what was it, roller coaster bow. So who, I'm guessing it's going to be Lori, our bow master there, that would show us. All right, so I want to do a couple things. I want to fill the basket again. And honestly, this lamb's ear is not bad, so we'll reuse it. But those florals, yuck. Yuck. Where's mine? I ran out of like the 8-inch glue sticks. And I don't know about you guys, but you go through a 4-inch glue stick in like 2 seconds. It's so obnoxious. It's so obnoxious. Yeah, so I figured we'll set up a nice night in like a week or two, and we'll do the kits. So I know that they were already selling before we even did this. I think there were 10 available, but I haven't checked in a few days. So the last kit did sell out. The last kit was so fun to do. So if it is something you're interested in, not to sound like a car salesman, what's wrong with me? Yeah, the kits can go, and a lot of the time when the kits go, the elements in it are available for like individual sale. All right, so I was thinking of just doing some small, like some petite spring florals. There is just something about Easter that I love. I mean, as a kid, it was just, you know, like, yeah, Christmas is king, but there's a lot. Seriously, the phone placement here is not what this channel is about. This, I can crack myself up. Yeah, this is a great holiday, I think, for kids. Like, I think it just stays in your memory. So whether it's kids, grandkids, you just want to have that fun atmosphere. I think that, you know, things like this just have so much whimsy to them. And I think people are going to love it. I think it would look really cute on a covered porch, or like in front of your fireplace, like if you have like a whole mantle set up, if you don't have a 90-pound beast that would eat it, which I do, so there's nothing on the floor in mine, fortunately. All right, and so I'm going to keep this low. This is this is like a very, very easy craft that we're doing. Okay, so I'm gonna glue after, but I wanna keep this really low because she's gonna have a bow on her too. So let's see. It's actually gonna be I have to make this very small, which, as you guys know, that can be a struggle for me. So let's, and this is how you take something that's manufactured and you actually make it elevated and elegant. You know, I love to buy a really crappy clearance wreath off of from some of these stores and like rehab them. And this, although it's not crappy at all, she's beautiful. She was certainly not being put at her best with the way they had her basket going. So we are fixing her up. Keep it low. Yeah, last time I think we did an Easter design. We were talking about like the JCPenney catalog store, and like I mean, it's kind of crazy. Actually, do I want to do something right? To think that you're buying your kids' clothing without trying it on, like having no clue without being able to touch it or anything else. Like, I just think that's such an interesting concept. Talk about like low overhead. Kind of genius. But yeah, people are talking about how we had the gloves, the hat, the whole 9 yards there. All right, so I'm just, again, super easy, simple. And then I'm just gonna take some of these little wildflowers and just pepper them in. Just keep it interesting, keep it spicy. Yep, last week we had our first in-person workshop, and it was so fun. It was at Vine 32, which is the first, it might still be the only, but it's a self-serve wine bar. So you go in, you give them your credit card, and they in turn give you like a card for the machine, and then you just go and you can buy it. You can buy a pour, a full pour, a half a pour, a taste. So you can kind of like, if you're not super familiar with wine, you can try all sorts of things. It's so fun. They have charcuterie. It's just like the girliest of girly places to be. Even like the mirrors in the bathrooms, they have like selfie controls, like the lighting. So like people are always taking selfies in their bathroom. It's just super, super chic there, and I really do love it. And it always just brings in like the best crowd. Yeah, I don't know, do other states have a self-serve wine bar? It's interesting because in New Hampshire, our New Hampshire is, our liquor and wine is run like the mob. You cannot, no store is allowed to sell anything above the price of what they're selling. They control it. They also charge a lot for it to come in, I guess. So like our Costco here has like mediocre wine, but if you went like further down in Massachusetts, they have like the good stuff because New Hampshire isn't interfering with it. Okay. And let's just do a little one in the front. I'm like thinking of like my perfect customer for this. I have somebody in town and she has, her home is new. So it's beautiful. I guess I don't need to share all of our details, but she has this farmer's porch with like the rocking chairs, like kind of like Cracker Barrel, like, and it is just so beautiful. And she goes all out every holiday, like 4th of July, Valentine's Day, like she has it all. And I tell her like someday you're gonna come home and I'm just gonna be like trespassing, just hanging out here on your porch. Because it is like my dream porch. It's all fun and games until I get a restraining order put against me. Slide this into here. Sorry, you guys can't see like anything I'm doing. Just gonna take off anything that's not serving you. So I'm gonna cut this up. Geez, going small is really hard to do. It's just so delicate. Okay, now is this not like a basket upgrade compared to what they had her holding? I mean, give her the stuff she deserves. Okay, and then I was thinking we're gonna do a little like kerchief on her. So I grabbed some ribbon. We'll see what I'm gonna do with it. And I didn't want to overpower it, so I grabbed some thin ribbons. And I don't need this, but I grabbed it anyways. So let's see what we want to put on her. I'm kind of feeling this. I don't know that we need 3. So these are actually from TMI Gifts as well. I've been trying to be good and stock up on some solid colors just because I know that's what you guys use, and I'm just trying to have things on hand. But it's amazing how you can have, like, I have this huge ribbon rack and I can never find what I want or need. All right, so she's gonna have I don't think I'm gonna do anything too complicated. I think I'm just gonna give her just 2 layers of bows, I think. I know that's the problem with YouTube, is you can't like share things. If you can find me on Facebook or Instagram, like I'd love a pic. I'd love to see it. That's like my one thing I would change about YouTube, is make it so it's everybody can contribute to things. Because I'm like fascinated by other people's work. It's just, there's so many different ways of doing things, and I love it. It's very inspiring. Isn't it so cute? I'm just trying to figure out how big her neck is. I mean that respectfully, my little bunny. Okay. And honestly, if I wasn't yapping, this would have been done like 10 minutes ago. So this is an easy one, like I said. All right. I'll double these up. So I have some like smaller moss bunnies that I'm gonna just show you. And really all I'm gonna be doing, so say it just no basket. I just add a cute bow and like a flower or two, and it really does elevate it. It takes it from something, you know, that you saw at the store, and all of a sudden it has that like more of that handcrafted feel to it. All right, girl. So we just tie this in a bow. We are coordinated. Simple bow. Oh, awesome. I can't wait, Lori. Thank you. Oh, Lori, you are one step ahead of me. We are doing a little flower there. But I would love to see it. I've also been seeing things in like the teacups and the teapots. Some people in our membership group have done it. I know Amber did one that I seriously, I'm still thinking about it. It's so nice. And yes, doing them in the teacups. And actually, so like when you're trying to figure out what's selling on Etsy, you kind of use the search bar because, or you do, not kind of. You use the search bar because that tells you what the wording is that your customers are looking for. So just because we say like artificial florals or permanent botanicals, that does not mean anything to a lot of people. I looked yesterday because I was listing some arrangements, and it was like fake flowers, and that word hurts me. But what also hurts me is something not selling, so I put it in as one of my SEO tags. But yeah, so one thing that did pop up when I was typing in, you know, floral arrangement, and something said in teacups. So that is a trend right now. Wild Rabbit is in the house. How are you? Thanks for popping on. Okay. So I'm just going to cut her tails at an angle and keep them kind of layered. So oh, I cut it the opposite way. No, I didn't. Okay, I'm good. A little excitement over here. A little too much caffeine, maybe. Okay. So here she is. So I am going to glue at the end. I'm going to put a drop of glue under the bow and also in the knot just to make sure that it stays. But then the piece de la resistance is going to be a little flower on her ear. So, do we want it to be yellow? I think pink would be perfect. Let's see. Super cute. Okay, so I am just gonna pop this off. Okay, and you don't want to cut, I mean, you need to cut it close, but if you cut it too high, then you're gonna lose like the mechanics that are keeping it together. So it's close, but not too close. And then I also want to keep these as well. Now, if I didn't want to pop this off, it would definitely do it because I want it to. It just was not cooperating. Okay. So let's get our glue. I know, this is like very impromptu. I really need to be more organized. The ADHD has been running strong. You should see how many rabbits are all over my workshop. And I'm like, I need to get going. All right, so we're just putting this right here. I'm gonna hold it, make sure it adheres. So this bunny was I think it was like $30, it was $29.99. But then there's also like a bunch of bunnies that they have for like $8. And then Walmart has had like a ton of like, they're really inexpensive. But you do have to be really careful. I shipped out a wreath with a bunny on it. Those ears break very quickly. So they cannot be, like I always encourage packing things really tight. Those cannot be packed tightly. Found that out the hard way. All right, and there's kind of like glue right here. You can see, so I'm just gonna put this right here. Oh my gosh, so this is like so cute. I want to keep it. Has anybody done that? Has anybody ever made something and then decided that they were keeping it? I've been tempted, but I haven't. I'm sure I've recreated things. Let's see. Another one of these little flowers. You have? So many rabbits. They do multiply. It is not a rumor. They truly do multiply because I have an obscene amount, and like they're looking at me right now saying, "You did it again. You did it again, Webster. You went and bought too many things without planning on having the time to do it." I don't know, do I want to do this? Lori is guilty too. I think we're all pretty guilty. I think that's why we get along so well. We're always spending each other's money over here, right? You kept you kept a Christmas wreath? All right. I mean, I don't want to overthink it. Like this is it. She's done. It's a very, very quick and easy thing to do. Again, you just want to be careful for shipping because I don't know what she is, but I know you can't like poke into her. She would crack. So lots of bubble wrap on these beautiful bunny ears. So yeah, that is it for me today. Again, if you are interested in doing the TMI Gifts latest wreath kit with me, we're gonna be making it in like a week or two, so you can grab your wine, your tea, chocolate, I mean gummy bears. I couldn't control myself the other day, was like eating gummy bears, which is rude. I won't do that again, I don't think. But yeah, we can enjoy a nice fun night of designing together. So if you are interested in the kit, There is a limited number of them, and if you use promo code KARA20, you save 20% off your entire sale. So I would look around because they have some more new florals out. I got it in my email today, so you might also want to be on their email list because you get to see all the goodies as soon as they come in. So, yep. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.